you've literally been reliving the same year over and over and over. Some of you guys have been reliving the same year, 10 years, 20 years, 25 years. You guys have been reliving this same year. You're like a hamster on a cycle, just repeating it, right? It's time for you to get off the cycle. It's time for you to get off the hamster wheel, right? Because a lot of you guys are gonna make this mistake on January 1st, right? You're gonna go to the gym on January 1st, like being basic and generic, right? You might be consistent for like a week, maybe a week or two, right? And then you're gonna stop. And then at the end of January, you're gonna continue again. And then Valentine's Day is gonna come around, you're gonna stop. February, you'll stop, right? And then you're gonna come back in like March, right? You'll be like, okay, I'm gonna get my summer body. I'm gonna get my summer body, right? I'm gonna get ready, right? And then you might be consistent for like maybe a month, a week or two, and then you're gonna stop. And then July, August comes around and be like, okay, let me start going to the gym back again. Let me go again, right? And then you might stop in like September. And then, don't forget winter arc. Winter arc's gonna come around and you're gonna be like, ooh, I'm a Sigma male now. Yeah, I'm gonna have my hoodie up. I'm gonna be a Sigma male. I'm gonna get on my grind, winter arc. Yeah. And then before you know it, you're back at January 1st again, right? You can rip the pages of a calendar, but January is always gonna arrive, right? You have to decide right here, right now, is this gonna be a lifestyle or is everything just one arc to you, right? You keep going on all these little arcs, right? And you wonder why you see people overlapping you every year. And you're just like a hamster chasing this cheese on a little cycle, right? If you want to stop being a hamster and actually chase your fitness goals and achieve them, hit the link in the description. I got you. I'm the guy for that. And I will drag you to the finish line if I have to, right? Because I actually give a shit and I actually want to see you win. Right? So if you need help reaching your fitness goals and you need someone to hold you accountable, right? Hold your hand through the process so that you can reach your fitness goals and recreate yourself and make it into a lifestyle, hit the link in the description. I got you. And I'll be happy to work with you soon, right? Little shameless plug for those of you guys that need it. Back to what I was saying though, is that you gotta take this shit serious. This has to be a lifestyle, right? You have to, and the best way to do this, the best way to like get off that hamster wheel, I found, is that you need to conceptualize the year like 365 days a year. Already messing up my words. You need to conceptualize the concept of the year 365 days of the year. What do I mean by this, right? You're probably wondering, Don, what are you talking about? Conceptualize the year. Well, here's what I mean. When you start a new year, you're on this new year, new me grind kind of thing, whatever. You get in this vibe where like for January, you're conscious of like, okay, this is a new year. I have to make a change. And then once you get to like February, March, you kind of forget that it's a new year. You kind of just go back to living like your everyday self. You kind of just go back to like, okay, I'm just going to go back to everyday life, right? And then it only kicks back in once you're in that like November, December kind of time, right? When you're like, oh shit, like it's already almost 2020, whatever, 2025 or 2026 is already here. Holy crap, like that's crazy. Where did the time go, right? It's because you didn't conceptualize the year. You have to constantly be aware that you're in a new year. I know it sounds kind of silly, kind of weird to think of like this, but it's true because I used to think like this myself. I used to kind of forget that we're in a new year, right? And when I would do this, I would literally, because when you forget that you're in a new year, you forget about your goals as well, as long as all those New Year's resolutions that you made, all those goals and plans. So you have to constantly think this is a new year, right? So for 2025, you have to constantly think, okay, this is 2020, like March, April, May, June, July, August onward, you have to think this is a new year. This is 2025. Like you have to constantly think it's a new year. You have to have that mindset that's a new year. You have to, whatever you got to do, create a paper or PDF file, whatever that you look at every day. Like you have to think, like put it in your mind, put it as your screensaver. Like this is a new year. You have to let that new year energy like translate throughout the whole year. And when you were able to do this, you'll like reach your goals a lot faster in terms of your fitness or whatever other goals you have it's just easier because if you're conscious that it's a new year, you're also going to be conscious all year round of your goals. And the more likely it becomes a lifestyle. It's just a way to hold yourself accountable to the year, right? The way I like to do this is I like to break the year into like quarters, like Q1, 2, 3, 4, right? And then you kind of like write down your goals for each quarter, each Q, right? And you constantly like this, you have to revisit it like constantly. You almost have to be a psychopath for this shit, right? You have to constantly, like, you have to be maniacal. You have to constantly you have to be obsessed, and you're thinking like, okay, like you're kind of doing too much, Don. Like this is a little extreme. Well, if you want above average results, if you want to stand up from the pack, right, you have to be a little extreme, right? This isn't for everybody. This is for like the ones that actually want to improve their lives. If you're serious about improving your life and you actually want to like make changes in your life, you want to take your fitness to the next level, and like you don't want to keep reliving the same year, right? Then you have to be a bit extreme. If you want to step off that hamster wheel, it's going to require you to be a bit extreme, right? Because in society, we live in a society with just a bunch of hamsters. Everybody's a hamster on a wheel, right? 99% of people are hamsters, right? And if you want to be a part of the 1%, you're going to have to jump off that hamster wheel, right? And as soon as you jump off that hamster wheel, the rest of the other hamsters are going to think you're extreme, right? It's going to take, you have to be a bit extreme. You have to be a bit delusional, a bit off for you to like achieve the things you want to achieve, right? Because society is mediocre, especially here in the West. It's mediocre. Everybody loves being mediocre, right? But as soon as you make the decision to stop being mediocre and jump off the wheel, that's when you're going to actually change your life. That's when you're going to see results, right? So I say all this to say, you have to conceptualize the year, be conscious of it, and you have to be a bit extreme. You have to be obsessed. You have to be obsessed with the results that you want, whether it's in the gym, school, business, whatever the case may be, right? And if you need help getting on your fitness, you need help making a custom plan, if you're not really sure what to do in the gym, you're confused, you see all this information out here, you're just not sure what works, what is the best for you, hit the link in the description. I got you. I'm the guy for that. I can help you with that, and I'll be happy working with you soon, right? Make sure you send this to someone who really needs to hear it. Send this to a guy that you think is a hamster on a wheel or whatnot. And remember, like, comment, subscribe, like it up. If you made it this far, you might as well like it up. Like this video up so, spreads it up to the algorithm. Subscribe, because I'm posting almost every day. Hit that bell notification because you don't want to miss it. And remember, there's nothing enlightening about playing small. I'll catch you guys in the next video. See ya.